Some people prefer pets that are more ornamental, so they prefer fish or birds that will decorate a space, that will look pretty, versus a cat or dog that is going, some people have allergies, some people just don't like cats or don't like dogs or they're afraid of dogs. Dogs and cats, they both require vaccinations as kittens or puppies, just to protect them against some common diseases we have here in Jamaica. Other than vaccinations, what's important is for them to be dewormed regularly and for them to see the vet regularly for checkups and just to make sure that everything is okay with them. So dogs tend to be a little more expensive and high maintenance than cats are. This is just because dogs tend to be more dependent on their owners versus cats who are a little more independent. Dogs, apart from vaccinations, you have things like grooming that can rack up costs over time. So costs include food, which can run you from anywhere from $7,000 to $10,000 a month. Grooming can be anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000 every 2 months. We have heartworm and deworming and flea and tick medicine that can run you from $7,000 to $10,000 a month. And vaccinations typically are 4 vaccines, $6,000 each, until the dog is fully vaccinated. So for cats, it's around $4,000 to $6,000 a month as well, but it's less vaccines for cats. Cats need 3, and then they get a yearly booster. For cats, you can go from $3,000 to $7,000 a month, and that depends on what you're feeding a cat. If it's dry food, it's less expensive than wet food, but wet food is the preferred option. For pet care and Jamaicans, we have developed some poor habits over time. The biggest ones come from feeding our pets. We tend to feed our dogs chicken bones or goat bones or whatever bones we have left over. They aren't ideal because they can get stuck in the intestine, but they can also cause lacerations in said intestine, right? Can also get stuck in the mouth. Another thing we do, we feed cornmeal. Cornmeal is not ideal for dogs. It causes bloating, it causes diabetes, it causes obstructions as well. And over time, it's not great for your pet health because of the amount of carbohydrates that you're putting into your dog. Another thing we do is we tend to chain animals for long periods of time. This can cause another set of problems. Dogs can be chained in the sun, they overheat. I've seen dogs strangle themselves just from being attached to the chain, and it doesn't help them socially. The dog should be able to move freely about in its environment. You chain it doesn't do well for its mental health. For cats, Jamaicans tend to have their cats roaming about anywhere they feel like. This isn't ideal. Cats should be indoors or monitored when they go outdoors. Even if you put on a leash and a collar on them to walk them, that's fine. But cats tend to roam and get into fights and come back pregnant and come back with injuries. So it's not ideal. There are also some diseases that can end their life that they get from fighting with other stray cats. Choosing a pet, most of the times it comes down to if you're a dog lover or a cat lover or deal of birds or fish, right? That's the first question people normally ask themselves: what kind of animal do I love, or what kind of animal do I want to care for, right? Another thing that comes into consideration is space. So do I have a yard outside that a big dog can fit in, or do I live in an apartment or a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom? So a small dog or a cat can fit inside easily. Some people prefer pets that are more ornamental, so they prefer fish or birds that will decorate a space, that will look pretty, versus a cat or dog that is some people have allergies, some people just don't like cats or don't like dogs or they're afraid of dogs. So all those things come into consideration. Is just what kind of animal do you like, what kind of animal can fit into your budget and into your routine.